Yo, it's Jamar Carter and Elijah Thompson, and we're back with another episode of the Road to Greatness podcast. But guys, today we have someone special. We got someone who is has been talked about on the podcast before, and that is DJ Zach Allen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And first off, bro, appreciate you for coming on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Yep, yep, yep.
You brought a brother
brother.
here. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Glad
bro.
to have you on here.
Nah, man, we knew we had to get you on here, bro, because you're killing it in your space right now, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to be the one to give you flowers while you're here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so first off, DJ, well, not DJ, Zach, I got a question for you.
Oh man,
What's happening?
I got a question for you. Why do you hustle the way you hustle? And what I mean by that is, why do you move like you move like you're in your 40s? And what I mean by that is the way you do business, the way you're on top of it, the way you're always hustling. I mean, you're in college still, if I'm not mistaken, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you move like a person who's graduated and has been in their business for 10 plus years. What got you moving like that, bro?
For one, I want to say thank y'all for having me here. Thank y'all for
sure.
doing everything, even for talking about me in the last podcast. When I saw that video, I was just like, yo.
Y'all check that out too. That's the Tevin Keith. Yeah, that's the Tevin Keith interview. Y'all check that
I'm
out.
sitting here hearing it. Yeah, big shout out to my dog Tevin, man. Nobody knows. But he even what he said, it kind of made me go like, oh. To answer your question, I'm still trying to figure it out my damn self. I'm just grateful to be here. I could say I was blessed to have great parents, and they're still here, and God is truly real. Why I hustle the way I hustle? Because I don't want to lose. I think now that my birthday just passed recently, and I have so many answers to your question.
No, bro, you're killing it already.
It's unrevealing because I'm literally living in it right now. Why do I hustle the way I hustle? Because everybody has something to say. Now what? Now what?
So pause, hold on, pause, because he already dropped out 4 gems just in that in that little intro. So first off, you said you shouted out your parents, man. I think that's super big, bro, because there are so many heroes. You know, there's all types of heroes in life, but your parents, you know, when they're in your life and they're supporting you and they're there for you, that's the biggest hero right there. So I just want to say that's very humble, very just very humble for that. But then too, man, you just said something that had me thinking. You said people, I don't want to get it wrong, but you know, what now? I mean, like basically you're saying,
it's like everybody has you're of course entitled to your own opinion, but everybody always has something to say. How about you try to do it? You do what I do, then come holler at me.
See, I feel like some people believe that. I feel like some people believe that when you put your motivation, you know, like outside of yourself, like when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to prove them wrong," like these folks, they think it's a bad thing because they'll think like, "Oh, okay, you know, you moving for someone else." But me, I actually believe it's a great motivator because for a person like me, for example, I was in elementary school, middle school, and my teachers were telling me, you're going to either be dead or in jail by 18. So, like, you know, yeah, and that's, I mean, and, you know, we got somebody who's a teacher, you know, working with us, and you can only imagine how that can mess a kid's head up.
It's very impactful. It impacts the mindset, movement, everything.
But
it messes your head up.
Like you, it's like I use that as fuel, like,
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not, you know, I'm going to prove y'all wrong. Like, look at me now, you know.
I use it as fuel because even being that kid, I was told by my D-line coach, never forget this. It's like my junior year, sophomore, junior year. Like, if all the dedication to just be great, the way you move, you're going to move that way, even though I was doing great stuff, you're going to be a car salesman. He said, the way how you can talk and move, he said, you move like a car salesman. So ironic. Shout out to my twin. Follow him at Braze Go Brazy, Twitch affiliated. My brother. I call him my twin, but we are 3 years apart. He was told the same thing by a teacher in school. I said, damn. I said, that must mean we talk a lot. Yeah. So
How
far,
old are you, by the way?
Me? I just turned 25 2 Sundays ago.
Nice. All right.
Happy belated
Cool,
birthday,
bro.
brother.
Thank you.
Birthday, man.
And I'm just happy to be here. Like, it happened so quick. Like, I was just 20, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
no, and that's crazy. And I mean, that's still pretty young. I mean, you're definitely like, you know, mid 20s. So that's like a big achievement, you know. especially in our community or whatever. You already know how that goes. But man, so my question is this. Just to list it out for everybody, because not everybody knows who you are that might be in my audience. What all do you do? What's your thing? What are your businesses? What do you do?
Well, Zach just does Zach.
Yep.
Zach be Zacking. But no, DJ Zach Allen, started off first as just a promoter, a guy that can literally say, hey, you, come out, and got him to come out. Then I turned 18. When I turned 18, I bought my first DJ board. And then I really didn't step on the scene with it. Even though I was doing little stuff, I was still booking other DJs. And then my homeboy said, what the hell did you buy the board for if you're just going to continue to promote? Go do it. Took the leap of faith and finally DJ one time with a DJ and then said, all right, let me do the next on my own. And now at 25, about 3 awards under my belt, 1 tour completed. Like, it's a lot. It happened so quick. And even though it was years in the making, a lot of people still, if you don't know, you're still looking at a young perspective where you're, like you just said, mid-20s. It's scary to say mid-20s. That just happened.
Yeah. No, that's scary. Yeah. You grown.
Like,
we grown.
I'm a grown ass man now.
Grown.
Like,
we here now. Like, yeah.
It's like
you know, there's a joke people have been making. They're like, man, we're the adults that we have to call on when we need help. Like when we was kids, we would call on the adult. Now we the adults. So that's crazy. Man, so I want to backpedal a little bit. You said when you turned 18, you bought your first DJ deck, so to speak.
First controller.
Okay, so my question is this: you know, what pressured you to do that? Because I mean, you're 18. A lot of kids, 18, trying to buy weed, alcohol, maybe smokes. I mean, anything really that they want to do to have fun. But you bought this equipment. I mean, that's, you know, what made you do that?
My birthday. It was my birthday present to myself. Well, to tell the story.
So you already loved music. You knew you were a music head.
The music started when my parents decided to meet in 1995. My dad, shout out to Dave Allen, you feel me? Jackie, I love you dearly, mom and dad. They met on the radio in Baltimore. That's where I'm originally from, in 1995. My dad had a show right after Tom Joyner Morning Show called the Allen and Allen Show. So him and Tony Allen, which they're Baltimore legends, he had a show that would come on. My mom would call in, and he remembered the voice. And this is the back in the day, brick phones, so this is different. There's no social media. And for her to call in about 3 to 4 Saturdays in a row, and he asked her on a blind date. And they should know, 1999, here I come. And, yeah, that's how it was. He recently just retired. My 2 heroes are my parents. Seeing my dad do news and radio, I was always the kid that my brother broke it down to my mom. My mom, she was a general manager and worked in management for over 30 years when it comes to hotels and even Comcast. I watched her hustle, but she would also do hair. Every weekend, cousins, aunts, and even came to cutting uncle hair, like my uncles. Like, she would do hair Saturdays, and what I would do is Saturday, being in the basement, one room was used for a hairstyle and all. The other room was me and my brothers or my cousins playing music, video games, going inside out. And next you know, it'd be so funny. Oh, Zach, you hear your daddy? Boom, you hear your dad on the radio. Every Saturday, we just playing around as kids. And I was just, sometimes me and my brother talk about the split we would do. Parents married together, everything's blessed. But he was like, Zach, you went with dad a lot of times to the radio station. Sometimes we both were forced to go, but he stayed with mom a lot of times. You went there. When I went there, either I would bring my game or I would be in the same room, same time in the radio station. Every time my dad's about to go on air, he's like, be quiet. So I had to be quiet, wouldn't make a noise, couldn't cough, sneeze. But one thing I would do, and I knew I would piss him off, is just sit here and mock him. But I knew deep down the Aries in him, he loved it because it's just like, I see what you're trying to do. And this is me young, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, till beyond. So being in that environment so long, I've always had a love for music. I love our generation of music, hip-hop, R&B, old school, new school, top 40, country, everything. Like, it took me a while because I watched this man go from top R&B station to top 40 station to old school to gospel. He did it all, even public broadcasting. So to watch him do that for so long, it didn't just attach to me saying DJing. it took me being the summer right before I think it was the summer I graduated, and even the summer before, hanging out with older people, seeing a homeboy of mine bring his homeboy from college that had turntables, and I'm just taking a picture with it, just being funny on some stuff. Next thing you know, I bought one. I was like, all right, you throwing parties, getting into the club, because I was 17 years old when I graduated. So I was 17, literally getting paid to promote parties, walking in while y'all sitting in line. When I turned 18, bought the board, still continue to promote stuff. But at the end, going to that next birthday, that's when, about 19 years old, I jumped off the porch.
So you said it's just crazy because I thought 18 was when you really kind of got started, but you were promoting at 17. So
really 16, like I was.
Well,
my senior year of high school, that's when I started going outside.
It reminds me what Caribou said. You know, the artist Lil Yachty, one of Lil Yachty's old artists, and she said, while y'all were double dutch, what she said? She said I was selling lemonade while y'all was double dutch. But it just kind of reminds me of that energy of like, while everybody else is playing around, everybody else trying to have a good time, you're actually technically you making money off of them having a good time. You're in there, thinking ahead for your future and saying like, man, I want to get to it. I want to get some money. I want to, be successful. So that's just, man, that energy is crazy. But one of the things I'll say is it seemed like, and I want to tell the audience this: when we're trying to figure out what we want to be and what we want to do with our lives in our adult years or whatever, or for our legacy, so to speak, you got to sometimes look at what God had already put in front of you when you were younger.
Facts.
It seemed like you grew up with music. And like you said, your dad went through seasons and seasons and seasons, eras and eras of different genres, and you were there for, you were the quiet boy in the room the whole time. So
I wasn't quiet. By no means. I wasn't quiet, but I was definitely soaking. Yeah, it's just like, especially how our generation is, we're expected one way, but how you said 40 or even how I talk, I've been in a lot of rooms for a lot of years, and people still think, yo, this has been the young guy on the scene, or they say, yo, this young nigga been around for a minute. I've heard that so much. And some people are like, oh, yeah, damn, you're actually getting older now. Oh, you've been on the scene doing this for so much and so long. Now they started turning their head like, I'm getting attention. Like me, I just take it every single day. I'm just Zach. But now I'm starting to see, like, I literally see people's eyes go, oh, my God. Me,
everybody
everybody
I know that's successful or that's, like, becoming successful, because this is the road to greatness, so it's not even about being successful, it's about that road, like the journey of getting there, attempting to be successful. But anyways, everybody I know, they've always started young, and they always knew what they needed to do, and they got to it early. Right. Even my boy Thompson, Too Easy Official over here, he's always been into music. I mean, he's been into music since I want to say middle school. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I can relate to what you're saying too. Yeah. It's like it's like you found like your love and passion early, maybe but that's kind of the same way with me.
Without even knowing it, I didn't know. It wasn't forced. My thing was like Ray Lewis, like a kid from Baltimore. All I did was look up to this man, hitting the hell out of people, and just like I want to be able to hit like Ray.
I also like the fact that you was surrounded by a lot of variety of different types of music too. That way you're not just they can't put you like in a niche, you know what I'm saying? Like you can, go in any kind of environment, DJ in any kind of place. So I like that too.
I appreciate it. That's
that's cool, man.
Us men our ages. Yeah. Old folks say, "What you know about it?" I said, "What you know?" And I say it all the time. Yeah. Because my clients my clients know how I get down. Like I'm very respectful, love y'all, but outspoken. So you tell them to come to me saying, "What you know about it? What you know about it, nigga?"
Yeah, because I do this. I'm a music. This is what I do.
It is just in a laughing matter. Some people, they really take offense. It's like, no, bro, you're gonna die one day. So just be happy and live in the moment. You see the joke. You see the sarcasm. Sarcasm. You see that. So just vibe and just live with the joke. Some people,
man.
Yeah, some people take it to heart.
Oh, man. Yep. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and go on a break, and we will be back with the Road to Greatness podcast. All right, cool. So we don't have to stop that, but does that look good, though, Jesse? Okay, Thompson, could you interject a little bit more?
Oh, yeah, bro.
But this is because I'm letting you... It's because I'm heavy.
Yeah,
I know,
But
yeah.
I'm
But I'm
letting
just
I'm
trying-
letting you do your thing, bro.
I know,
Trust
but
me,
I
I'm a-
no.
yeah,
You need to balance us. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah, because I want
If
to
you
jump
have
in and
any
tell you
questions
stuff,
for
but
him-
I want to make sure you finish all the way too.
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
your thing.
Like-
No, you're doing good, Zach. Everything.
You're gonna. I'm gonna intervene sometime when you
Yeah,
speak, bro.
please
I got-
intervene as much as you
yeah.
want because I could do it all day, but I need you to get in there and get your reps in. So like, just
Trust me,
just
I
do
got-
your
I got-
thing.
I got my questions for you.
Okay,
bro.
bet.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
just,
saying?
yeah. Like, cause I was like, dang, am I gonna be running the whole thing?
Nah,
But-
you popping it, and I appreciate it. Like that's what I'm saying here. Like still in
For
the
sure.
interview.
Both multiple different styles, you know what I mean?
Music and
It-
yeah.
from hip hop to pop to like both y'all have a lot of the same knowledge.
Yeah.
I can already tell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially on the definitely on the music end. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
me, I'm on the like background and how you got into business.
Right.
But if you can do whatever you want to do,
'Cause
but,
the music
yeah,
part,
but,
I'm gonna break it down. Like,
but if you could get into the
Oh
music,
yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, I'm saving my. That's why I didn't ask too many questions. Like, you know,
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I already knew because even when you were
Yeah.
talking to me, I said you wait for him to finish up. Like I'm
Yeah.
already knowing.
All right.
But the music stuff, I got it for you because
yeah.
I'm gonna talk about like even me. 1 minute, Lil Wayne. Next minute, Paramore. Next minute,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening to AC/DC. People
All right,
like,
all
"You
right.
good?"
Don't give us too
Like,
much on the break.
man, it's me
Yeah,
for
like,
real.
let's
Like when I
catch
get
it-
that car,
Let's
Yeah.
catch it. when
shuffle
we're-
was crazy.
Yeah, I just had to reset the. I just wanted to touch it so that it.
Oh great! Now Diddy is pulling up in the suggested video.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's so funny. It's go
Oh my
like
gosh.
Diddy, y'all.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen picture Diddy and Trump and Diddy. What the freak, bro?
All right, let's lock in, y'all. Let's lock in, guys.
Jesse, let us right here.
All right, we're back on it. Can you give me another 15? All right, and then after this 15, we'll do our like the pop culture and yeah, okay, cool. All right, so all right. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, we are back with the Road to Greatness podcast. Yep, and we have DJ Zach Allen, man.
Yo.
Listen, talented, very talented, and young. I just want to highlight that, y'all. The man is 25, which I know that's not the youngest in the world, but by the time I knew about him and knew about his success, he was like 20, 21, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like-
so it's like
Some people
like,
was remind they were
like
like,
me talking
yo, you
about
were
it now-
19 years old. Da, da, da. And I
Like
was
me-
just like, yeah, like
What?
me talking about it now, I'm late. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I have a question for both of
I
y'all. Though.
appreciate
So
it.
like, this is my first time meeting you. But how did y'all two meet each other?
Damn, how did we meet?
That's a
How
good
did y'all
question.
I want to say through my brother. I call him my brother cousin. Shout out to one of my mentors. I love him. He gets on my damn nerves. DJ Snapshot. I love you, bro.
Yep. Yeah, DJ
Two peas in the
Snapshot.
pod. Peas
Yeah,
and carrots.
for sure. DJ Snapshot.
For sure.
That's definitely how we met. That's my brother's really good friend, man, and they grew up together basically.
Facts.
And so you know, I treat him like family as well. But
I think it was. I'm gonna say COVID because y'all came. You
Yep.
came over.
Yep.
We all had like a little kickback and stuff
Yep.
because quarantine radio. We've had quarantine radio because we had the colorful facade downstairs in the basement.
man,
And we literally, before DJ moved, we had the colorful facade, and I was down there DJing, and we had like a little, it damn near turned into a house party, but it was a nice kickback, and it was a good vibe.
Yeah.
That's why I remember meeting you there.
yep.
What
yep.
year that was COVID time?
Yeah, COVID
Sometime
time. Yeah, it had to
during
be.
that era.
Right before or like during COVID.
During
Man,
it,
COVID
yeah.
time's kind of blurry, low.
Yeah, it is, man.
All I did was
I-
the same stuff every day.
Exactly. But more importantly, though, I've seen Zach Allen out you know, actually in action, man. I've been to a couple of his festivals that he's hosted, and you do host festivals, right? I'm not saying
Absolutely.
wrong when I say that.
I mean, no, hosting, being booked to perform anything, like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
like how y'all were saying, what all do I do? It's literally a jack of all trades. Like I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm host. If you ask me to be an MC on the mic, I can do that. If you say, hey,
Exactly.
you have to model in the show, do that. If you have to
Yep.
DJ for a certain amount of time, cool. All right. So it's just kind of like whatever. Zach Allen is a public figure that is open to just make this money and make people happy.
And that's crazy that he said the word public figure, because I kind of think it's this cool phenomena that happens when people are trying to achieve their goals and trying to succeed.
Yeah.
You know, you meet people in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So
Oh,
I'll meet
man.
Thompson, you know, he'll be
see,
performing
yeah.
somewhere, or,
But,
you know,
yep.
and Zach will be, you know, performing, doing his thing with his DJing or MCing, and then I might be recording. I might be recording both of y'all, you know,
And
for
we
content.
never
so
met each other, but
Right.
Yep.
once you meet, it's crazy.
That's that
I love
networking,
meeting on the
though, you know what
grind,
I'm
though. I
saying?
just,
Like,
it just shows me, you know, oh, okay, there's some hustle. Like, I like to be friends with hustlers, with grinders, people who are trying to, you
And
know,
typically,
win.
you know, you run into like what energy you put out, it typically comes back to you. If you a hustler, you're gonna be near hustlers because you're gonna. Yeah, that's just how it is.
You a
know what I
hater,
mean?
you're gonna
Yeah.
be next to a hater.
Oh man, and that's a
Straight up,
that's a
like-
lonely seating arrangement.
Let me ask you a question though, man.
Mm-hmm.
So at what moment in your career did you realize that I'm that guy? Like
I'm that
moment,
guy.
Yeah, like what moment, like maybe like a specific event you did, like at what moment did you feel like that? Yeah, I am him.
Shoot. It sounds crazy to say, and I know I needed room to improve or trying to be him, but even before DJing, and a person develops, don't get me wrong, but I always was just a kid that just wanted to fit in. Like I said, I was able to bring a lot of people together in an ample amount of time and make things happen. So I've always felt like that guy, but now, this age, oh, yeah, I know I'm that guy. I've always felt like that, not in a cocky way. Am I conceited? Absolutely. You have to be. But,
Is it conceited though if you have proof of
But I'm just
what
talking
you
about,
are?
I heard something from a person a while ago, and they said, my homegirl, because she'll never lie to me. She said, you didn't come in and say a word, but when you walked in the door, all the attention gravitated towards you in the room.
That's the sign right there.
And I was just like, huh? She said, Zach, we know you talk a lot, but you didn't open a word, and you didn't open your mouth to say anything. But the fact that I just saw people's eyes go boom.
Yeah.
And I was just like, huh? But
There it
now
is.
that I'm seeing this, I feel the energy now.
Yep.
I feel people trying to, hey, how you doing? And there's nothing wrong with that because that's how, as a kid, to all them haters, I wanna really cuss y'all out, but I'm a changed man. To everybody that shunned me before, high school, middle school, and all I did was just want to fit in to be that cool guy. Maybe it was perceived the wrong way, maybe I came about the wrong way, but at the end of the day, even me, and it's something that people still remember me for. I saw a guy sitting by himself in the lunch table, I'm the guy to go talk to him because I've been that guy before. If I saw somebody walking by themselves, hey, what's going on? That's how I can have the grace to just start a conversation with anybody because I was that one person. You don't know what's going on in their mind, whether it's a good day, bad day, but you're sitting here and just saying hey to somebody could change their whole perception. You could just say, how are you doing? Or what's going on?
It really can.
Like,
I agree.
it could change their
those
whole
small
day.
things,
You know,
yeah.
It can,
It's
man.
the little.
Literally, I'd be like, man, just talk to somebody, man. Just tell somebody what's up. Like how your day going.
You never know.
People want to feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like anytime you can do that, you make their day. Like think about it, even at a job. Everybody just doing the same stuff. But then you come to somebody like, hey, how's your day going? Like people just want to talk about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That one spoken word. And matter of fact, I'm glad you just said that. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to be the guy that, damn, why is he always smiling, happy and all? You've been through hell and back and you still walk in a room like this because, like, I'm made by God, bro. Like, I can't lose.
See, now you about to. Okay,
even
he
if
didn't open.
I can't
He
lose.
opened. He
Like,
opened
even
the
if
door.
you try, if you can come get me right now, I already won, gang. I'm
Well,
real.
hold on, slow down now, because you dropping gems, brother. So you just
Now I'm
said
turned.
you said something crazy. You said, I wanted to be the guy. They always wonder why you're smiling, why you're always happy, even though you went through.
Because I just wanted to be
Things
that guy.
that we probably can't even
Yeah.
talk about, but I can only imagine what kind of story you have. The things that didn't go right. But what I'm saying is, when God, because I do believe God guides us through our lives and through our journeys and our roads to greatness. God watched how you moved as a kid, middle school, high school, whatever, and said, okay, you've been good to people. You talked to the guy at the lunch table. You're happy. You're a person who didn't let life turn you into I call them gremlins,
And I almost did. At one point, I can't even lie. At one point, I was a damn near a demon.
a demon. You get what I'm saying though? But
Lucifer himself.
But
damn
did you?
near child of God.
But somehow you still have grace. I can feel it. I can see it, and I know it.
Because it was being raised with that. That's when that good parenting comes into play.
That's
I
very
knew
important.
even though I was going through hell and back, I have my evil ways. I still have my ways of doing
I mean,
good
we
or
all
bad.
human. We're all human.
But,
So
like,
I ain't saying perfect. I ain't never say
Nah,
perfect.
but
But
like
yeah.
having the right foundation, or what they say, it takes a village to raise a child. It took the right teachers, it took the right coaches, it took the right mentors, it took the right people. Even I was in a club scene. It took older cousins and people that were quote
Like,
unquote
hey,
big
move like
bros
this.
to
Don't move like
this.
that. Don't
And
listen,
let me
yeah.
tell you this: I can say that in the club scene in Huntsville. Literally, I can still see the same people doing the same stuff from when I was fucking 17. Like,
Sad.
that's a difference maker. So when you see the same people doing that, do you want to live like that, or do you want to move like this? You can start someplace, but I promise you, if you put your faith in God and put one foot in front of the other and just keep faith, it gets so dark.
But that's
I've
scary,
been in those
though.
rooms by
But
yourself.
that's scary though. What do you mean, Zach? You're telling people to go against their job that they know is gonna pay them this. You're telling someone to. What I'm trying to say is, it must have been scary for you to be 17, 18, and you're worried about a DJ set. Like I said, you ain't buying the new shoes. You ain't going to the club spending all the money on drinks on the girls. You went and bought a DJ set. So doing these things, making these moves, taking your hard-earned money that you somehow came across,
You really made me think about this. I'm like, yeah,
and putting
damn.
it towards business versus play, that must have been scary,
How
right?
bad is
I mean, I'm
it's a-
asking, like, how'd you feel?
Was it really scary? Like, did you like? I feel like it wasn't for you, only because. Well, I'll let you tell me.
There wasn't days when you was like, man, bro, I shouldn't have bought this. I could have spent this on this.
I
I
wouldn't
could have got a job doing this. I shouldn't be doing this no more. There was never days like that.
I'm just gonna put it this way: the mind of a Virgo. You should know.
Oh,
I'm a tourist, but what? Tell me, bro.
I was just saying, like,
Let us know.
Like,
Break
if
it down.
anybody you've ever messed with, thought us Virgos, I can list out a bunch. I'm just put it this way: it's 2024. What Cat Williams tell you? A Shannon Sharp interview. That's the Virgo you need to hear. All right. So when it's time to release the dragon, people will look at you crazy,
Wow.
call you names,
It's the year
do
of the dragon,
anything.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. When it's time to release, we're gonna put it out there. So
So you had faith.
when faith, I'm talking about the amount of faith as a mustard seed.
Talk to
I
me
didn't
now.
think of just DJing. I just saw Immaculate, Don Jr., and I saw other mentors, Temp. I saw a lot of people in that predicament, and I was already promoting in the party scene and nightlife, and I'm seeing my first homecoming, us break down 13 bands. So I'm like, at 18 years old, how can I break down 13 bands from a party from 10 to 2 o'clock?
Wow.
You basically have somebody's car payment. Somebody can really drop money on a whole car with that.
Yeah,
or
a whole car. You
anything.
can get off
I'm
the lot
saying
with a car with that.
I'm just like, at 18, I didn't see 13 racks. And I shout out to Mike Holloway, Tonchi, and TP, because even C. Kelly, I remember this night, 2017, homecoming concert, after party, Gucci Man came to the VBC. Like his first, second year out of jail. Cool. Remember this like it was yesterday. We counted that money, $13,375. Ooh, 13 racks. They said take all the ones home. As a kid, I was lost. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But the more behind that, even though they saw the hustle, I was getting paid to promote, get people to post flyers, get booth sales. But the fact that I was just there to hustle, they saw I was hungry. Like, one thing about me, they said, bro, you definitely loyal, but as much as the mouth can move, the mouth wasn't spitting humbleness. The way of movement wasn't spitting humbleness. What I was saying wasn't, but the back of my mind and how I perceived, that's what it was. So I think my mouth.
So you was taking it serious.
Yeah, my mouth.
Although you might have been.
I was basically cashing checks at one point that I couldn't. Like Snapshot, he said, for prime example, it did seem like you was a fourth, but gang, if somebody say you're a fourth, I'm checking them and saying, hell no, because I got the facts to show you. This man did everything that he said he would. And the thing is, Jack Harlow said in the song, you know, he
talk
said
to me,
it.
because I know Churchill Downs.
He said,
which one?
Jamal loves Jack Harlow.
Damn.
Well, I just he's
It's a song with
he says Drake.
Yeah, the song with Drake. You know
The
the song
Churchill Downs.
Yeah.
Which part though?
Sometimes the beginning part. He said sometimes I sit there and let it all register.
Yeah.
I mean, I did everything I said, and I said it first. Something like that. He said it along those lines, and That's how I take it.
Yeah, and he
I'm
said,
literally gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
yeah, he said something else too that was dope. I think it was a
Oh
different,
yeah. The last part of that is, I mean, the world's all in denial, but they know what I'm headed for. And that whole bar right there, I sat there. Sometimes I sit back and let it register. I said everything I would do, and I did everything I said, and I said it first. I mean, the world's all in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for.
Yep.
Some true shit.
Yeah, and he said something else in another song. I just can't remember what,
Mm-hmm.
but it was something along the lines of, like I'm not taking advice. I think it's Stop Giving Me Advice. I think this was the name of the song, Stop Giving Me Advice. But he was saying like where I'm at, like at this level, you can't give me advice. Like
Yeah.
I'm in uncharted territory. Like this is some me and my senses type of thing. Like, I might have mentors that a little bit ahead of me and I can listen to them, but for the most part, like people, because sometimes you'll meet somebody, they'll be like, man, I got this great idea for you. And I'm like, hey, bud, like you ain't done the steps.
But
we
my-
can't
see-
converse about that.
And I felt that way with people, but at the same time, traveling the world, seeing how this environment is, bro, you can learn something from a 3-year-old.
You're
I
right.
agree.
And
So-
that's just what being humble is all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
take
being
that
able-
in.
Yeah,
I
being
take
able
that
to take in, learn something, even if someone's like even a person's situation that you may have went above,
Mm-hmm.
you can still learn something from like some people's situations, to make you, make you better. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can.
No,
feel
that's
you on
true.
that right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
And
that's
I
true.
think I would never put myself in a predicament because I was done this way. I was the guy that said, hey, the great idea, and you sat there in front of my face and said, F me. So now you said F me, I love making people eat their words.
Did you have any any best friends like growing up that had the same interests as you as far as like music and like doing like DJing and stuff?
I can't say that they had that. Like, I think with me, it was just being around from my dad and just loving music so much. My mom and dad loved music. It was always music playing. It was just more catching the love for it, seeing the people that were in front of me do something, and then boom, they did it. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it. But it's just when I do it, like I can do it unwillingly. It's just off the rip. I can literally, my homegirl's like, damn, like you really just watch the beat drops, and I'm just like, yeah, you do it without looking. I said because I feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, yeah, and the little bit I've recorded of him doing DJing, man, he's smooth. I'm not saying that like he's good. I'm saying like you can tell you have years of just experience and like experimenting with that, with it or whatever. So that's pretty dope.
it's more just a feel. Like I can't even like those. I guess it's turned into 6-7 years now. I guess we can have another podcast a year or two from now, and then we can run it back because
man, you might
I feel it.
If you come on, your family, you can come
Absolutely.
on. You'll
Trust me.
definitely come on again.
Road to Greatness, love y'all already. Like I promise you,
Appreciate
been
that.
locked in.
Appreciate
You might
that.
have an album, man. You be MCing too, don't you? So
There's actually something that's in the works, so it's just funny you
Okay.
brought that up. Like
That's dope.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and pause right here for another break, and we'll see y'all back in a second with the Road to Greatness podcast. Hey guys, we are back with the Road to Greatness podcast, and of course we got DJ Zach Allen. Let's do it. But all right, man. So we kind of want to talk about some current event stuff that's going on.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not the current
And
events.
but before I do that though, I did have one more question about
going on?
your journey. Where do you see yourself going in the future? Like,
Faith, trust, and Pixie dust. So nah.
so you've already done a lot for the age you're at. You're 25 and you've already done corporate. You've done corporate work. You've done many DJing jobs and MCing jobs. So many that I probably couldn't keep up with. But you're already in flow. You already have income coming in. You already and you're in school, so you already have this good setup for a 25-year-old. So my question is, what's next, DJ Zach Allen?
Shoot. Hell, you asked me the same question 'cause I don't know. Like, people just think like how even in how we're talking in this podcast from earlier when we were stating how did this stuff start? Bro, by the grace of God, it just happened. Like, I just can't sit there and say Zach planned to do this, and that. it was a lot of current events happening at the time. From like, I can tell you from 2017 to now, like from graduating high school to where I was literally we said Air Force. Okay, we said Navy. Okay, well, you could go walk on, play football. Okay, you can do community college. Okay, pick up a trade. I didn't do none of that stuff. I continued to DJ. And next you know, now I did pick up going back to school and all, doing the trade and doing both. But it's like, for me to say, oh, yes, I can sit there and say, yeah, I got a bunch of events planned. But to say, what's my actual next move? Bro, I'm just here day by day. Of course, I know we mentioned talking about album, mixtapes. I'm about to bring back the mixtape game. For real.
Game,
it's hard to sit there and push out because everybody wants technicalities, money, money, money. Mixtapes were what? Free 99. So what you finna do? Free 99 that mixtape. Just put them on streaming places. Give artists a chance to at least grow. Because the whole time I've been told, yes, you've been growing. Even my artists, they sit there and push me and I push them. But like, you know, having a display for artists and for them to finally display their talent of the ones that really want to take it serious. We have time to work. We'll put something together, put a project, and put it on all platforms so they can stream all the streaming services. It's not hard. It's just the effort of how bad do you want it. So right now I'm just in a grind mode to just say, put one foot in front of the other, keep my faith up, and just flow. So like, just go. Man. Bob and weave. Man. Finding Nemo. What Dory say? Just keep swimming.
Man. So nah, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and dive into some current events. We actually got some facts here printed out today. Some latest news, and we're actually going to continue on from our last week conversation. I don't know if you guys remember, but we talked about Diddy and possibly Jay-Z as well, but mainly Diddy and all these accusations that are going on. Well, I have
accusations.
I know, right? And I have a few facts here that I just want to put out there, and then maybe we can, discuss and figure out how, what's going on with this. So
shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely. So,
oh, man.
This month, a Texas lawyer claimed lawsuits from at least 120 accusers that came forward and said that Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? So, first off, what do we feel about that? The number 120, and are these? It says that according to the lawyers, there were 25 minors, so 25 were underage. That's sickening. And the alleged abuse spanned over 2 decades, including both male and female, from 9 to 38.
I heard about. I saw that about the 9-year-old that was just part of that mix of horribleness.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean,
first off, DJ, what do you feel about it, man? What do you like? We've already talked about how we feel about how crazy it is, but what was it like hearing, we heard it through the grapevines that, oh, you don't want to go to a Diddy party. But how do you feel about now that the information's out there and it's like this legit? Like,
if I get canceled, I get canceled, man.
Oh, man. Hot take, y'all. Hot take.
Hollywood contract ran out. That's all I got to say.
Say it again now.
Who?
Hollywood contract has ran out.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
See, he's hitting some deep stuff because do y'all not feel it? Like, they're hiding and running. They're like cockroaches. They're going under the refrigerator. We walk through the door, and now they're running under the cabinets in the refrigerator. I mean, seriously, it's sickening.
I'm not about to. Yes, he's the main problem, but I'm not about to point the finger at him. Nah.
So your perspective is that Diddy is more like the face of all this bull crap, but he's not the only one.
Other folks do it.
Look, if I jump off a bridge and I say, come jump off a bridge, is your black ass jumping off a bridge?
No.
All right, then. So everybody else jumped off that bridge. Y'all all in the wrong.
Man.
Come on, bro. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, but
that's why I said I don't get canceled, because I end up
can I have
exposing the real.
I have a question for both of y'all.
I would agree to that too as well.
No.
I have a question for both of y'all. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but what's the odds? What's the likelihood that these people are being blackmailed, they're being forced? Like, think about it. A 9-year-old? I mean, come on.
So once again, Hollywood contract ran out.
Man.
It's
so
right
you think
here.
it's money?
It's right here in front of your face. Like, everything that we're going through right now It's power and money. What is money? Power. So once again, his contract went out. And he was a big face, big company, successful black man for over 25 plus years.
Yeah.
Next, you get the key of the city of New York.
Wow.
And I reposted this on my close friends because I felt this personally. It said September 20-something, 2023, he received the key of New York City. The next year, the key was taken from him.
Wow.
So it shows you, and it's a quote, one of my favorite my favorite persons in the world to be around and to be alive and love dearly has told me this. It takes a person 6 months to change. Every 6 months, you can see the change in people. So just imagine in a year, his life was at the top here. Now you're sitting there looking in jail, in prison.
Yeah.
Hold on, pause though. Hold on, bro. I ain't never heard that quote before though. You just hit us with a mean gem. You said
think about it.
It takes about 6 months for someone to change.
It takes 6 months.
It takes 6 months for someone to change.
Because I'm gonna break it down like this. I'm not treating life like football, but I love the game of football. And even my weight loss journey, I gained a lot, but I lost a ton of weight, and I'm still on my journey. I treat it like 4 quarters in a year. You have 4 seasons, right? 4 quarters. So 3 times 4 is what? 12. All right, divide it up. Sit there and do your months and quarters. Do it in seasons, every seasons. So you had your halftime on your 6 mark. The other 6 the whole year.
Wow.
So
that 6 is powerful.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Okay. Wow. I like that, y'all. And I think that's something that if people are trying to figure out, why am I not changing? Why am I not successful? Why am I not in a better position?
The same way how Diddy probably felt that way.
But also I want to say,
so.
and I also want to say, slow it down too. 6 months. Maybe you need to be consistent for 6 months to see that growth or that change that you're looking for.
Yeah, but he's so he probably reached. Well, he's at a level to where it's like he probably don't even like pay attention to that. He don't think he.
No, I'm talking about for people. I was saying
like
just the 6 months, like your life can change in 6 months. Like I was talking about,
but you have to put in effort though.
Yeah,
if you don't put in effort, then them 6 months are gonna be
exactly.
-6 months.
But it almost seems like you got to be consistent for 6 months, or you can't let 6 months go by without you doing something to better yourself.
I'm gonna give a quote from
Talk to me.
Braze Go Brazy, my brother. I love you, my twin. He said it just like this. Zach, from where you were in your life, you had a shoebox in front of you. You got mad because the shoebox was in front of you, and every time you would trip over it, or you just walk over it, trip over it. Now you're at a point where you saw the shoebox, and you removed the shoebox. So just like the dedication and discipline, this is coming from my blood little brother. The fact that you have gained the discipline because you know better. You know the box was there. You had all the power, potential, effort to move the box, but instead you complain, and you kept tripping over it. He said in the next year, you've literally took the box and put it away and can walk freely now. So apply that into life. You've taken what you had was the issue, problems, or a struggle, and you're telling yourself you can do better, but you never applied yourself. Now that you actually applied yourself, the path is clear. And that's how God moves with us. We sitting there complaining about the little things, but if we start 1% each day, 1%. I didn't feel like going to the gym some days, but I was trying to be a fat ass. So what do my fat ass have to do? Go get on the treadmill. That's why I have like a little trend. Excuse the language and all. Get your fat ass up.
Yeah.
You gonna take medicine and stuff when you're 30, 40, 50s? Or do you want to stop being a fat ass right here in your 20s and get your stuff all the way together?
Yeah, I think you got to get sick and tired of your bull crap.
Yeah,
I do. I'm big on that.
You got to be sick and tired.
Yeah, you got to get sick and tired for sure. There's got to be a day where you're just like, nah, bro, I can't keep being like
look,
this.
Moneybagg Yo, my birthday twin, and that's why I love the song "Me Versus Me." It's you versus you. Nobody's coming to save you. I keep hearing that on all the reels and quotes. Nobody's coming to save you. You save yourself. Save yourself.
Heck yeah, bro. I mean,
yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's a gem right there. What he just said is crazy. He actually dropped 2 gems right there. First about 6 months, and then 2, what your little brother said about the box in the room. I mean, how many people. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get canceled because I get canceled by saying a lot of things
fuck
that
it.
a lot of people don't want to agree
You'll
with.
be all right. You'll
But
live.
You can't get canceled on your own show, bro.
I can get
Yeah.
canceled, man.
I really don't care about cancel. I can eat my ass. Pause.
Oh my goodness. But so I always say if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you already know they said it's insanity when you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're not getting different results. If you're doing the same thing, which is it could be working this job that you know you're not supposed to work, then you end up losing the job because it's the same cycle. Whether it's you not going to work, you know, whatever. I don't know what the reason why you're quitting or losing the job, but if you're going through a cycle of every year you're getting a job, losing a job, getting a job, losing a job, then I think at some point you need to kind of look at yourself and say, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? What is the shoebox on the ground that I need to move?
Exactly.
And sometimes it's start this business, you know, like stop putting your faith in these bosses out at these jobs and actually do something for yourself. Sometimes it's, you know, discipline. Like, oh, dang, do I need to actually show up and do my job and, you know, complete the mission, or am I playing with myself? You know, so, you know, yeah, so that's just crazy, man. I like that point.
When the box is definitely yourself, your issues, your problems, people that you're around, work, anything. The box is just the object that you need to move in your life. You know what you have to do.
You'll never.
Yeah.
You'll
Hey,
never
you
get-
know what you need to do.
You'll never get ahead unless you first hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You know,
Accountability.
like if you can't hold yourself accountable for where you at, you know what I'm saying, then you'll never get ahead. You know, and then it starts with discipline, and then that will lead you to like what you can ricochet and, you know, get off from that and, you know, and work your way to, you know, work out of your situations you're in, you know.
Yeah.
But it really all starts definitely holding yourself accountable to like what you've been doing.
Yeah.
You know.
And I tell artists that too. Like,
Yeah,
everybody wants to shine to get there already.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you have to start somewhere. Like, referring back to Diddy, again, you had choices to make at LaFace Records.
Yeah.
That's why I said I really studied this stuff. You made your choices at LaFace Record.
You know who that
Did he
is?
have-
You
yeah.
know what that is?
Yeah. But
That's-
see,
it started.
but again, you know, we're talking about ego, you know, and like, and once you reach a certain kind of level, it's like, okay, you know, if you already have an ego, and you're at like a massive level, your ego gonna be so big to where nothing anybody can say to you gonna really matter. You know what I'm saying? I said in the last episode. When
Yeah,
you give
about
when
when
you give power to
like
two
if you have
different
an
kinds of
ego
people,
at this level, when
Right.
you
Think
blow
about-
up,
think about
you'll-
when you
it's
blow
just
up.
gonna be a bigger ego.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I always say I look.
But
at
if you're humble
char-
at this level and you blow up, you'll still be humble.
right,
Like,
and that's why I say I always look at character when it comes to people, because your character truly does speak volume in everything. And
I agree.
And however you maneuver, anything, it speaks volume.
Yeah.
That's why I
And
don't take Southern celebrity seriously.
yeah, and I have a
already said
question
it before.
to piggyback off of Thompson. He said that character. What do you feel like? Okay, my question is this: with your success and what you've been doing so far in life, how much has character led you into some powerful rooms and some great opportunities?
My mouth has harmed me, and my mouth has got me some money. Like, it's times, like I said, I don't give a damn about being canceled. I don't give a damn if the whole world cancel me. As long as I believe in God, my family, and the ones around me that truly love me, then you don't have to worry about cancellation and shit, people's opinion. But the one that I can say towards character, and even my new little term, I'm humbly arrogant. I'm not gonna be cocky. Might have a little conceitedness to it, but humbly arrogant. Like,
Humbly arrogant.
yes, because I'm humble to a certain extent. When you take me there, these are all the facts to show you that I've done this and that. But as far as a character, me, I'm gonna be real 100%. This is how I talk around my parents. So even in front of a camera or even sitting on this couch, I'm cooling with the guys. Y'all ask me questions. This is how, ask anybody. This is exactly how Zach talks. I'm not putting on a facade.
Yep.
Right.
Or, yes, of course, when I'm at a podium or it's time to be professional, change the voice and the tone. But you're gonna get the raw, uncut version of Zach.
Wow.
So
That's how it should be.
Like,
Yeah.
but
I mean-
but in front of the camera,
Yeah.
in front of that thing right there, people don't do that. And I'm the first one to sit there and not call it out like I used to, but just sit there and observe, because I want to see how you move in front of the camera,
And
behind the scenes and all.
Yep.
You sit there and the pastor can teach you the word, but then he can be beating the hell out of his wife behind closed
Oh
doors.
no, you're right.
So like,
yeah, and
shit
that's a lot of that going
is
on
real.
in
This
this
is real.
world, in our community right now. Like a lot of people who aren't solid all around. They might be solid for this person, that person, this
Right.
crowd.
People
but
don't move with intentionality. People are not intentional with anything they do, unless
Nah.
they are different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like how y'all are doing this podcast, the Road to the Glory. Y'all
Road
are
to
showing
Greatness.
people.
Mhm.
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's
Road to
okay.
Gloriness.
No, you good. You good. No.
But how you're seeing the road to greatness, and you're seeing how people are starting and moving on.
Yep.
Like it shows, like it's your
Yep.
character. How did you start? And depending on how you start and your work ethic through it,
Yeah.
depending on how you finish.
Oh, dude.
Like,
First off,
you
he
know what I'm
just
saying?
killed that because that's what Road to Greatness is about. It's about Well, first off, it's about trying to figure out. I'm gonna be real with you. What made me want to really do this podcast is I saw people like Kobe Bryant, who, oh man, rest in peace. But Kobe Bryant, and I'm not a basketball fan. I just want y'all to know that I am
Man.
not a sports fan. Like that is that. You know, everybody judges me for that. I'm into
Kobe.
anime
all
and
good, bro.
and you know, yeah, you know what I'm into.
You know about Kobe. So it's
Yeah.
all
But
good.
but
Yeah.
Kobe though, he was a legend. And so honestly, this should be called Road to Legendhood because I wanted to know what makes a person a dog like that. Like
So-
what makes a person be in
Alright.
the gym before they're supposed to be there and stay later than they're supposed to be? Like what is that?
So
like
how you just said
I'm
something
chasing
about
that. Like
changing.
what
Yeah,
is that?
Like he was just talking about changing. You talking about changing the name? No.
No, I would never.
No,
but yeah,
no, I'm
but
saying
yeah.
like how
Yeah.
Kobe, he wasn't just choosing to be legendary. He did that because of the hard work and dedication that he had.
Yeah.
We have the same zodiac sign, me and Kobe Bryant.
Mm.
And it's the first day for him and I'm the last day. All right, I'll tell y'all a gem, literally. As a kid, I hated Kobe Bryant. I
Okay.
hated Kobe because all family, friends, everybody wanted Kobe, go Kobe, go Kobe. I hated it. Hated it. It's just how they just drove that in. But then before he passed and just doing my research, seeing him, I'm like, Kobe is greatest.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like-
and
like,
not
you
because
can't
of his
deny it.
physique
Like-
and not because of
Of
how
course,
many
Michael, but I'm
points,
saying, like-
points he
Yeah,
put
but
up
you
and all
can't deny-
that.
you
can't
But
deny
it's because
Kobe,
of
like,
the type
yeah.
of the way the IQ he brought to the game,
The
the
dedication.
mentality and dedication
Yes.
he brought.
Right.
If you really to somebody it's crazy, but to you, you're not doing it enough. So even when you're asking me the questions about what's next, bro, I'm just blessed to be here. Like
And
it was
that's
a
a good
point
answer.
where it's like, damn, Zach, are you gonna sit in your bed and mope and be depressed, or you gonna get your ass up, take what God has given you, and make something happen? And I made something happen.
I
So,
just told last week. I just told the audience. I said that you know, at a certain point in your journey to greatness, you're going to reach a point where God is like, okay, no more studying, no more mentorship. Like I've paved the road for you. Step into it.
It's time.
Do
Yeah.
do what you need to do to
Right.
to get the glory. And it's like, oh man, like that's such a. But I was telling Thompson, I said that's my new problem. Like now I'm looking at my road and I have to be like, oh God, I gotta walk it. All right, well here we go. And but that's a good problem to have.
is a good problem.
And but yeah, that just
those are
sounds
good
similar to what you
stresses,
said
yeah.
about your you know, you're gonna get your ass up. That's what you said, and you're gonna get to it. You're gonna do the things you
One
know.
day you're
you
gonna
know
wake
you're
up with your
supposed.
dreams in your face.
You know what you're
Right.
supposed to do. So
one day you're gonna wake up with your dreams
and
in your
that,
face.
but I'll tell you this though, for those who are listening, because I try to, we got to remember that we're talking from the perspective we're at right now, but we got to break it down for the little man. So I just want to say for those who are not at maybe at our levels or at a level where they're feeling like God has set that road up, if that road's not set up, you need to be doing what we just said: mentorship, apprenticeship. Sorry, you need to be trying to get up under somebody who knows what they're doing, who went down that road
Facts.
and learned something. If I listen, I'm gonna tell you so much. I've done photo, video, weddings, music videos, photography, you know, all these different things, and I've had to get up under people and learn something. I couldn't always be the boss. I couldn't always be the cool kid. I had to sometimes, you know, be the person who's like, hey, let me carry the bags. Let me, hey, you look thirsty. Let me get this water for you so that I can, you know, be helpful and you know, try to learn something. So, but yeah, guys, if you're not at that level, then you need to get up under somebody who's at that level so you can learn how to have your own table
Facts.
one day.
And find faith first.
Definitely.
Rule number one is find faith. Like I wouldn't be here with not even my parents, but God. Find faith and believe. If you do not believe, this whole thing I keep hearing, the podcast reels, some stuff I take in, but I don't take it in. But one thing I do take in, because I've heard it so much, manifestation is so real. Power of the tongue is so real. So if you're telling yourself, I want to be rich, I want to be a millionaire, I want to achieve this, I want to score great, manifest it, but also walk into your words, man. Walk into and believe into them. That's it.
Man,
And also, don't be
that's
goofy.
crazy.
Yeah, like,
Don't be goofy too.
because when
ain't
God,
nobody gonna take you seriously. if you
man,
being
when they
goofy,
put it in your
you know what I
face,
mean?
when
Oh,
God
yeah.
put it in your
Thank you.
face, like, oh, I asked for this. Yeah, it's showtime, buddy. What you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you have to. So.
Yeah, man. No, that's good stuff. First off, man, Zach, I just want one more time, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
I
You
just
know I love
appreciate
y'all,
you
man.
coming on, bro. Because first off, you're everybody loves you, bro. Like so many people were
appreciate you.
supporting you in our comments and stuff whenever we posted
Yeah,
that
I ain't gonna
clip.
lie. That made my day. Like, even me. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
it's something that I have to tell people. You know, like I said, I've always been that guy to myself and towards others around me. So when I see that people really want to gravitate towards me, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little like I'm always gonna be open to say, hey, how you doing? But I kind of get fragile
Yeah, you
because
get a little. It's like
damn,
yeah.
I didn't know my light was really
Yeah.
shining. But trust me, when the light shines to somebody else's light is dimming, so they don't like that. And I've noticed that recently. I've seen a lot of people's lights starting to dim. And I can feel a little haterade on them, buddy.
And that's sad. That's
I
actually
can feel the haterade
That's actually
on
really
them,
sad
man.
because why does your light shine and dim my light? Like, why can't
You
my
started
light?
worried about me and not on God, and when He had
What?
focus on you.
Yeah, why can't I why can't my light be on, your light be on? I mean, if you look at our studio right now with the setup we have two colored lights and they both create this beautiful color.
Correct.
Right.
And I mean, come on, why can't it be like that? Why can't
people don't think.
you
Thank
shine,
you.
I
Like,
shine, we make
thank
we
you.
make a good
Thank
color, you know?
I don't care. At one point, I could
Right,
say
Jesse?
I'm competitive and I have my ways, but at the same time, when you clear the air and really look at stuff, bro, do you want to really be successful? Nobody gives a damn, because I'm telling you, years from now, when we all sitting here getting fat, have kids, happily married, and all that stuff, nobody's gonna give a damn about. Oh, well, I was just a better DJ at 22 than you
Yeah,
were.
bro. Nah,
Bro,
that's
shut
not-
the fuck up.
yeah,
like,
that's-
it
ain't
doesn't
about
matter.
that.
It doesn't matter.
It's a marathon. You
know what I'm saying?
Let's see who
You
keeping
didn't.
that pace.
You
know
beat me
what
in
I
a
mean?
lap.
Like,
You beat me in a couple laps, or you beat me
Yeah.
in this
Yeah,
part.
and that's and I don't get mad when I lose and someone else is winning because I know my time. I know I ain't forgotten. That's all that matters. That's that faith, though. See, it always goes back to faith.
Faith.
If you have
faith and
faith,
love,
that,
though, you know what I mean?
if you have,
you gotta love this.
And do you love the
You have to love
competition
it.
but
that
if you
you're in,
have
or do
faith,
you love what you're doing?
if you have
Nah, you gotta
faith
love
that
this shit.
God
Yeah, I
is
do.
going to see you through this and get you to the success that you know you're destined for, then you ain't got no problems. You know that when you broke and your pocket's a little tight this month, you know that you a week away from some money, a couple of days, 2 weeks at the most from some money. You get what I'm saying? Like, because you know, like God got more for me. I always say, God didn't get me here. I didn't get this far. God didn't get me this far just to
leave.
get me this far.
Come on.
Like, come on now. Like, we ain't,
Come on.
like, God ain't never going,
You're-
he ain't going,
Hey,
he's not
that's
going to take
real.
you halfway
It's
in the
real.
jungle and leave you
Right.
there. No, he's going to take you in the jungle and he's going to get you out of the
Because
jungle.
you're
Right.
in the jungle for a
Yeah.
reason. What is
Yeah.
your reason? You believe and have faith, and I promise you, walking out that jungle.
Man.
Ultimate
O-
abundance.
Okay, y'all, I
Yeah.
got some questions from our guy Jesse, man, and these are some good questions. Let's see what's going on. All right, actually, Elijah, I'm gonna go ahead and get you to read these for me, brother, if you don't mind.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
All right, Zach, we got a question for you.
Let's do it.
All right, Zach, look. So, from Jesse, if you had to pick something in your career you could go back and change, what would it be?
Damn. Oh, buddy. I would say I would change the mindset of young Zach Allen, because what I'm speaking to y'all is what I've spoken to myself, because that's how I've been able to change. So I would have told myself, why are you even being around the people you are around? Why are you even giving a damn about what these people are saying if they're not putting money in your pockets or helping better you? Why are you surrounding yourself around a bunch of idiots?
Wow.
If I was to talk to my young self, I would say that. And my young self would understand that completely and change. Because literally, that's that would have caused me saying, because my mouth was reckless, would say any and everything without thinking. If I was taught that a little earlier, the cess would have a little bit more salt and pepper to this. Like, I cannot lie to you. And that's just being real. I ain't gonna lie, the success will have cayenne on this. Like, the meal is ready to go if it was at that age.
That's how it be. It's like we learn so much as we get older. It's like, dang, I should have done so when I was younger.
And
Like,
I'm happy to
literally, and
say
it's
that.
like,
It's so crazy
and-
though. I'm gonna quote my boy, Too Easy Official. He
Dang.
said, "I wouldn't change it all."
But you know what though? But look, and that's the thing too. Though.
Talk to me, like you said
know,
it best, bro. I wouldn't change it all.
Sometimes you got to go through the gravel, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through. You got to go through it and like to
'Cause it teaches you lessons.
It teaches you lessons.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's why
You wouldn't be you if you didn't mess up
No,
back then.
no.
And then heal yourself and figure out
Correct.
what you needed
because
to.
I found I never lost God, but God kind of said, "Son, you know home." So I decided because Tut said this. DJ King Tut.
Talk to me
Zach,
now.
you know what to do. You have the choice to either do the right thing or not. The choice is up to you.
Right.
So when you start making that choice for
Yeah.
you to do the right thing, then your life will change.
Most definitely, man. Yeah. That's why you shouldn't gatekeep, y'all. If
Love
you
you,
get
Tut.
information to make the world the better place for the future, definitely let it be known.
All right,
You know
what's
what I'm
the
saying?
next one?
So question number 2. Money or connections? If you had to pick one, which one and why?
And this is let's all answer this one.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm
You
actually
could
gonna
go
yeah,
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and answer it. It says money or connections.
Money or connections? If you had to pick one, which one and why? You gonna go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say connections.
Wait, hold on. I think everybody should say which one they would pick, and then
Do the
you would do
whys.
the why after.
All right, okay. I
So you-
say connections. What you say, Thompson?
You go ahead. Now I go last.
Okay.
Of course, I want the money, but
Okay. No, don't explain it yet. Don't
Yeah.
explain it yet. Go ahead, Tom. What you want? Which one you
Wait,
choose?
so you say money?
I'm gonna say connection. But
I got you.
I want money, but connections. Just being smarter, connections.
I'm gonna say connections.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's break it
connections.
down. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
Connections on why?
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason why. All right. So this is my philosophy. So you already know that I favor time over money because money will come. And I feel the same way about connections, right? So the money gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But having certain connections can also like get you money. Like here's the thing, I can go work a job at McDonald's flipping patties or whatever and get some money. You know what I'm saying? I could spend, 4 years in school and get money, right? But it's like the connections that you can't really get. Connections are harder to get because with connections, it's like you might meet people who can like literally like, elevate you literally, you know what I'm saying? And it's like there's more benefits because you can be flat out broke, right? But you connect with one person that can
Change your
literally
life.
change your life. Then it's like
Yeah, they might know some people. They might,
Right.
have a fleet
So-
of people who need
Yeah.
the service that you offer.
right.
Yeah, like
So-
they could hook you up. They can position you, so to speak.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And also too, like, I think that people say like, yeah, you can have money, but it's like, but what's the point of having money? We ain't gonna know what nobody to share it with. You know what I mean? So it's like, me, I value connections because my connections can not only, give me the leverage to get even more money, but can also allow me to, just build,
Like a solid-
peer in this relationship. Yeah, like for you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like connection is how
Friendships
we're
and
on
yeah.
the podcast,
Yep.
We got my man's over here, you know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So
No,
it's
you're
just
right.
like,
You're right.
so I say connections. That's why I say connections.
All right, go ahead, Zach Allen.
Piggybacking off what you said, the connections. I want to say the money because
Talk to me. Why do you want to say the money's like? Listen, I want to know what you really feel. What's going on?
no, I mean this is me being logical. Like, because think about it. If somebody was to present, we talk about it all the time. The interview dinner with Jay-Z,
Yeah.
or $1 million. Like,
Right.
like it's not guaranteed that Jay-Z's finna give you that bread. But once again, you don't know how he's feeling, what settings he's in, and the connection. You could say something that could make this man say, "Boom, here's $2 million right there."
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Or here's a $2 million play.
Right, but
Like,
now if he's sitting there saying me $2 million in cash off the mid real,
but that might be your last $2 million.
but and ain't gonna be my last.
Yeah, but see, yeah,
Ain't gonna
it depends on
Me?
your mindset and stuff too.
Correct. So,
And
but
so-
that's why I said the connection matter, because for somebody that hasn't seen money,
Well-
2 mil.
Well, my thing is, but
Boom.
don't you gotta have extreme connections to even get a dinner with Jay? anyways?
Exactly.
Not
So it's
necessarily. You can, luck can happen to anyone.
Luck.
Man, there's
What kind of-
celebrities who car broke down. They get to walking down the street. This person, I'll take you to the gas station, no problem. Next thing you know, they're in their space, and you might think that doesn't happen, but I've met celebrities being in Miami hanging out.
No, of course.
on
Like,
some
even
Waffle
like-
House late night
yeah,
type
yeah,
stuff.
of
Yeah,
course.
you
know
never
what I
know
mean?
who you meet in this world.
They're humans too.
Yeah, you
who
never
you
know
meet.
who you meet. But for me, let me just answer this if y'all don't mind. Man, I would say connections for sure, and the reason why is because I believe your circle, like you can be connected to a owner of a famous restaurant chain, and every time you're in his city or one of the cities he has his restaurant, he'll let you eat for free.
Man, shout out to my dog Phil Sanderville, man. Real talk.
Yeah, and
I ain't gonna say he let me eat for free, but like that's my
But the
dog
same,
for sure.
what I'm saying though, so imagine your connections allow you to eat for free. You travel, you might have a connection with a jet owner. Oh, you travel this
Right.
for the cheapest price. Like your lifestyle can be just as blessed as what money could bring to you
Right.
by just having good, solid
Right.
people on your team and on your
Facts.
circle. So that's why one thing you're gonna learn about me is I'm always gonna prioritize building teams, and not even just teams, because people hear the word team and they think, oh, you part of my team. I didn't say that. In my head, I'm just saying I'm going to keep in contact and make sure people are straight if they're people who I value and I can grow with, and I can see myself doing business or some type of growth can come from our relationship.
Correct.
I don't believe, I said this in a previous podcast, you don't need to be in folks' face and not offering no value. Like, why? Like, you're wasting people's time. Like, people trying to grow, they're trying to build, they're trying to become something. You can't be out here, trying to be in folks' face without bringing value to people.
Or having value within to yourself, that way they can bring something towards
Well,
you.
and that's all. One or the other. Like either somehow you can help make the pot bigger, or you have something in you that maybe okay, this person could pour into you, but next thing you know, we all got this big pot again. So, but y'all, first off, I just want to say, man, Zach Allen, appreciate you for coming out here, bro.
Oh,
Like,
thank
I
y'all.
cannot
Thank y'all.
stress that, bro. Like, this is dope and this is good stuff, and we're I think people have learned a lot from listening to this. And we'd love to have you back again, bro. I do want to say this before we head out. I actually was gonna go to a gas station, and I had heard through the grapevines that you like some kind of lemonade in Huntsville.
That's
Now,
crazy.
now the thing
That's
is,
crazy as hell.
I couldn't find the lemonade.
That's crazy.
But I promise you, I'm gonna get that for
All
you,
right,
and
so
I'm gonna get it to
Shout
you.
out to my homegirl. I always do it. And me and her don't even hang out all the time. It's been one of those. I love to see young entrepreneurs win. Shay don't play. Her juices, like, yeah.
Shay don't
Shay
play.
don't
So
play.
we're
Shay
gonna
don't
be
play.
looking
Check
for
it out.
that.
Like,
We're
her
gonna
out.
be looking for that lemonade. We're gonna make sure he gets it. And also,
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure he
Big
gets a
juices.
Road to
That's crazy.
Greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure he gets a Road to Greatness T-shirt as well.
I appreciate y'all,
but we don't
man.
have these things at the moment. But bro, if we did, we would give it to you.
No, I
brother.
appreciate it. Can I say one more thing?
Of course, we're gonna let you get your outro out as well, and
Oh,
you know
yeah,
any
appreciate y'all.
business you want to shout out or tags and stuff. But go ahead, bro.
No, the main thing is, like you were saying, to close the podcast out, believe. I would not be here if I didn't have some type of belief in God, bro. God's gonna do it. I'm telling you, if you're his toughest warriors, just believe. It gets rough, it gets dark. Believe. That's the only reason why I'm still breathing today. Believe.
Wow. I love it, man. That's good stuff. All right, go ahead and shout out if you got any shout outs or any handles that you want them to follow.
At I am Zach ZACH Allen ALAN at all platforms. My mixes will be dropping. Homecoming is around the corner. Lineup dropping. I do follow back. Anybody want to network? Email, send music. Everything's there via social media and contact. Just shout out to God. Shout out to everybody who's around me. Shout out to everybody who loves me. My brother, Ray Reezy. Braves Go Brazy. Just everybody. The whole campaign. Like, everybody. Shout out to y'all. Like, thank y'all for letting me and allowing me to be here, express myself, and
Most
just
def, man.
just hear stuff. And, like, anybody on that road to greatness, like, don't give up. The road, you're on this road for a reason. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication to be great.
Man.
And remember that.
Wow, great. All right, guys. Well, this was the Road to Greatness podcast with Elijah Thompson and myself and Zach Allen, and we will see y'all next week.
Y'all be smooth, guys.
Let's do it. All right, that's it, y'all. That's it, brother. That's it.
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
man, that wasn't painful
Yeah,
at all.
sure.
I like it.
God bless us. God help us. God bless us. God bless us. God help us. God bless us. I know I'm blessed. No woes, no stress. I learned them hoes lead to no rest. This world is great. Just have to pray. Don't need the drugs. Stay out.